Throughout California, a battle is being fought to protect the state's diverse ecosystem. And on the front line are the state's game wardens.
We enforce everything. Drugs, violent crime, stolen vehicles, and poaching.
They're killers, they're taking our wildlife illegally, and we have to stop them.
Outmanned and outgunned, they face danger at every turn.
Kind of like the Lone Ranger out there.
It takes one guy in a tent with a weapon to ruin your day.
On this episode, the wardens chase down armed outlaws, investigate a shooting at a local ranch,
There's blood. You can see the blood spatter.
and hunt down a poacher before he strikes again.
Holy.
All in their pursuit of wild justice.
We are the last line of defense. And without us, you have no wildlife.
Shasta County. Warden Brian Boyd starts his shift before the crack of dawn. And he's already got a bead on his target.
The marijuana cartels are coming in force this time of year. They're bringing all their supplies, plants, people, material, guns, all that stuff. They're shuttling it in right now.
You know, the guys will be out there for months, out in the hills. They set up like a hooch or a living quarter, kitchen area. They're basically just living off the land for 3 to 6 months. You're dealing with people that are heavily armed. Some of the guys have experience in other militaries out of the country, so they're very dangerous and not afraid to use their weapons. They have nothing to lose. They have zero to lose and money to gain. So for $3 million trying to get product out, they will snuff your life out in a heartbeat.
At the local sheriff's department, Boyd briefs members of the marijuana eradication team.
From the aerial surveillance, we know this is a big grow. There's a minimum of 3,000 plants in this thing. The value of the crop, we're looking at multi-million dollars. Our pilot previously flew over this and gave us some GPS coordinates for an approximate location on the hooch. So we're just going to try to be cautious. We'll sneak in on those coordinates and try to surprise them there.
All right, we're out of here.
Okay.
Let's go.
The rain that's forecast is going to cover our noise. We're also going to have to be very careful because if we go tracking somebody or the dog needs to smell something, a real heavy rain is not good for the dog. It's going to wash that scent out. It becomes a lot more difficult for the dogs to smell.
Yeah, let's walk.
Thank you.
Using the GPS coordinates provided by aerial recon, the team heads toward the camp.
This kind of weather like this is not common during grow season, so we're gonna take advantage of it. They're gonna hoax.
But as they near the location,
Your dog's getting under down the hill.
Phoebe's nose pulls the squad in a different direction.
She acts like she won't go that way. We'll get to .10 and hold for a few.
Despite the dog's instincts, the team sticks with the GPS.
sitting down in a spot underneath cover and be watching. So if they see us before we see them, if their hooch is kind of off the side or something, we're gonna be in trouble. Let's get through some of this brush. They've obviously been here. I just don't know where they're at now.
I'm not sure why they abandoned this camp, but they've left poison out everywhere for the bears.
So the bear or a fisher or a marten or a raccoon or any kind of animal comes in here, smells that, and eats it, it dies.
The GPS technology led the wardens to a dead end.
That dog wanted that ridgeline bad. Yep.
Now it's time to trust their animal instincts.
Let's go back. Down there, maybe. The dog acts like she's getting older down that way. That's where the wind's coming from. Let's just go right up the side here.
The squad splits into two groups. Boyd and Phoebe's team stay on the trail. The second unit spreads out to widen the net.
Some off to your right. I see it. The dog was really eating up at him.
Showing your point 1-2 from us.
We're just trying to hold up here and let the other team get into position.
The team finds a second camp and prepares to approach.
Okay, we're spread out along the bottom of the crow. We're gonna hold our position here. The sergeant wants us to hold here, so in case they flush somebody to us.
We just need to take it slow because they're hunkered down right now. When we get into them, it's probably gonna be like a barrel of monkeys. So it's gonna be like a circus. They're gonna be going everywhere, more than likely. I don't see any movement though. It doesn't look like anyone's there. Let's keep moving.
With no activity detected, the wardens close in.
Dog's freaking out. Easy, easy, easy.
Hey, cover this guy, cover these two guys right here. Hey, you got two runners on the left, right there. Let's go, come on. Go the door, get run.
In Shasta County, Brian Boyd and the marijuana eradication team raid a cartel-run grow.
Dog's freaking out. Easy, easy, easy.
Policía, no mueva! No mueva! Hey, cover this guy, cover these two guys right here. Hey, you got two runners on the left, right there. let's go, come on.
Coming towards you, Ron.
Hey, go down or what?
Yeah, they're just straight ahead going. I can see him from this vantage.
Here.
Rain, watching the scent.
Kilo.
I don't even know if the dogs are on it. She doesn't know where that guy's at.
Kind of this really thick jungle, and for whatever reason we kind of lost track of where the guy went. So, honestly, the odds of us catching him have just dropped sharply.
Back at the hooch,
That's Jack coming up. Thanks.
Pistolas.
the wardens have 2 in custody.
¿Dónde está la pistola?
No, pistola.
The replay, ¿dónde está?
Okay, we got AK-47s in the hooch. Shotgun shootout. Shotgun right here.
Tiene sentido? Llámame. ¿Comprende? Where'd that guy get bit on top of the head? Dog looked like it nipped him when he went around when he moved. He moved, he bit. In the circumstances, I'm fine.
Watch that guy. The one guy there is acting all hard, and based on the tats that I saw him when I was going through a full arrest search on the guy, he's a player. There's no doubt in my mind that that guy, given the opportunity, would blow you away.
Why'd you guys move your camp?
Because the bear.
Has the bear bothered you over there?
Yeah, like 2 nights ago, something like that.
2 nights ago?
They've gotten smart and lifted all their cargo bags up in the trees, but they're still killing bears with this poison that's sitting out on the ground. These guys have no regard for the environment. They'll do whatever it takes to protect themselves and their crop. They put out poison, lethal doses, to kill all the bears, deer, and any other small mammals that are going to be in their grow. And once this poison is in the food chain, it just keeps killing animals repeatedly. It's incredibly persistent and insidious. We put a stop to that today. We shut down a multi-million-dollar operation. And we're putting these guys who are violent criminals behind bars where they belong.
Truckee, California. Warden Steve Ulrich prepares to serve a warrant on a brutal poacher.
The other day I stopped this kid behind one of the lakes, and he had a couple ducks that he took out of season, and he had a shotgun and a little bit of ammunition. This kid, when I interviewed him, he said a couple things that kind of piqued my interest. One was that he had gotten in trouble for a poaching violation a few years back. So after I arrested him, I started digging a little bit into that case and kind of what he's been up to. The more I dug, the more things I found out about him.
In 2007, this guy poached a bunch of deer and elk with his buddies. They were prosecuted and placed on probation where they were not allowed to hunt, fish, or trap for 6 years until 2013. Since 2007, he's been killing deer, he's been poaching. He pled guilty to battery in Reno in 2010, so that will prevent him from owning firearms for 10 years. So this guy is just not doing anything right, and he's not even supposed to hunt, period. He has potential for violence. We just need to be real careful when we go in there so we can put him out of business.
Ulrich leads a team of wardens to serve the warrant.
We're looking for guns, ammo, any evidence that he has been hunting since 2007. We just want to get in, get what we're looking for, and get out.
Okay, this is the house.
police, open up, search warrant. What's your name?
Have a search warrant here for you and the house.
Where's all the guns in the house? It's for officer safety.
Where would your 270 be?
I think it's with squirrels.
The suspect refuses to cooperate. So Ulrich questions his father.
The reason we're here is to look into Ricky's hunting activities. If I can get your cooperation, the faster we can get the items that we're looking for, the faster we can leave. Okay. The firearms in the house, where are those located? Do you know of any firearms that are in Ricky's room?
I believe he probably has a 22 in there.
Any other shotguns?
I believe he has a shotgun in my closet also.
Any antlers at the house?
It'd be downstairs in the garage.
Holy.
Truckee, California. The warden searched the home of a chronic poacher.
Holy.
And hit the mother lode.
Look at that. Unfortunately for the suspect, we found a big pile of antlers from obviously dead deer with, the heads cut off. There's a lot of carnage. These ones are both relatively fresh. Right now, I don't see a single set of deer antlers or it's even legal.
Growing up in a hunting family and being a big hunter myself, I mean, this really kind of pisses you off because you see these guys are out there, poaching, and look what they're stealing from the resource. These trophy deer. I mean, it's a great case because we're going to put these guys out of commission, and it's going to save this many deer or more.
Despite the evidence, poaching is the least of this suspect's problems.
Weapon right here, Jerry. Let me make sure this puppy is unloaded.
You pled guilty to a battery last fall. Remember that?
Yeah.
He's not supposed to be hunting. And then on top of that, he's not allowed to possess firearms or ammunition since he pled guilty to that battery. So it's actually a felony. I do have probable cause to arrest him. So we're going to gather all that evidence, any of the firearms that he has.
Found one rifle in Ricky Pierce's bedroom and found the magazine, a lot of rounds for it. So take it as evidence.
22s are the weapon of choice for poachers because they're inexpensive, they're usually quiet, ammunition is cheap, probably responsible for several of these deer.
After recovering dozens of antlers and multiple firearms, the wardens have all the proof they need.
Okay, Rick, go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back. Yeah. I'm gonna book for the weapons that he's not supposed to have and the Fish and Game misdemeanors, the antlers with the deer tag issues that were in his possession here.
Well, can't take it back now. That's for sure.
He just seems like he just doesn't really care. He's more selfish.
I've had to deal with them a couple times now, and they're always trying to f me over as hard as they can, that's for sure.
Tonight was a good night. We definitely saved a lot of deer for now. With this guy behind bars, he's gonna be out of the woods for a while. If we can keep a poacher that's this bad out of the woods, that's gonna save some wildlife.
To this guy, he's living a redneck lifestyle and it's cool, but to us, it's just plain poaching.
Back in Shasta County.
Let's take this road right here. You're gonna have to turn that light down because I cannot see my side mirror at all.
After busting armed cartel members earlier in the day,
Okay, we got AK-47s in the hooch. Sawed-off shotgun right here.
Warden Brian Boyd is on the prowl for nocturnal poachers.
We're out basically west of Cottonwood. This place is kind of a spot that folks, if they're gonna go out and be naughty, think that they can get away with it out here. I've had some complaints and some evidence of some poaching. People have no idea what's going on out in the woods right now. They have no idea. they're fat, dumb, and happy. Things are okay. My public lands are being cared for. They're pristine. They're not. They're getting hammered. They're getting trashed. Enforcement is necessary. As a game warden, you cannot punch the clock 9 to 5. It does not work that way. I mean, I had people, they would literally find out what my Little League coaching schedule was, and they would go out and specifically poach on those nights and those times that they knew I would be coaching the kids.
Boyd spots a speeding vehicle.
We're gonna go make a vehicle stop. Stand by. Let's see what we get. How you guys doing? State Game Warden. Just gonna check you. Are you okay to drive?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Haven't been drinking or anything like that? No. Okay. Any guns or knives in the car?
Oh, no.
How much do you guys have in the car?
Proposition 215 allows Californians to possess and grow marijuana for medicinal purposes.
I'm just smelling green stuff. It's not been smoked.
No, it's just because I'm opening the console here.
Okay.
It's all kept in here. I got my pipe right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
Okay.
You know, there's a little bit that was left.
Okay.
And this is money.
Hmm.
A little over 7,000.
You're definitely a braver man than I am, packing around $7 grand in a paper bag. I'm telling you. Do me a favor, don't reach down there just because I don't know what you have. I've been pulled on before, so I try to be safe. If I can't see your hands, then I get nervous.
No problem with.
Oh, little one woke up. Trouble. Yeah. You guys don't, I mean, with the money in the cab, from my perspective, we don't have like a full trailer load of dope in there or anything.
It's not dope, but there are plants in there. I'd be more than willing to open it and show it to you.
You want to take a look at it just real quick?
So, nothing processed, just the plant itself.
Okay. How many plants do you have?
I think there was about 73 or something.
Yeah. Okay. Where are you going with these plants?
To Reading. I have a collective that was out there, and we have a warehouse there.
Okay. I appreciate your being straightforward. Northern 2214 on Bunchgrass.
214.
Shut it up. Northern 2214. We'll be out on a vehicle stop.
2214 Northern, cleared out.
Northern 2214 copies.
The driver checks out.
The registration comes back clear, and you're not driving it like it was stolen, so.
No,
And with his credentials in order, Boyd releases the driver and his plants.
Get your child in there and get where you gotta go, I guess.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
be safe,
Great.
okay?
Very nice. Very.
Take care. Welcome to my life. It's a mess. There's no other simple way to say it. You know, the whole collective issue, the 215 issue. You know, you stick your life on the line to go out in a grow, chasing some cartel guy that's armed to rid Northern California of all this marijuana that goes nationwide. And then this guy's got plants in the back of this truck with a big bag of cash, and the guy walks. It's crazy, you know, it's nutty, but it's the world we live in right now. This is life in California now.
Santa Clara County. Warden Tyson Quintal responds to a call about a mountain lion terrorizing a local rancher's livestock.
There's definitely a lot of mountain lions in the Santa Cruz Mountains, and they are very, very strong wild animals, capable of damaging or killing people. So if it is a mountain lion and he wants a permit, we'll issue him a permit. Gives him 10 days. If he encounters the mountain lion, or he can go actually after the mountain lion and dispatch it. Hi, you James?
Yep.
Hey, how are you? Pretty good.
Crime scene's over here.
All right.
This is the witnesses. I don't know if you want to question.
I don't speak goat.
Yeah. So this morning I came out here to feed, and I saw the goat right where you can see it over there. You know, from looking at it, I don't know an awful lot. I'm not a game warden. I do know that mountain lions tend to drag their prey to either a tree area or like a brush area. They want to come back for it later, eat on it a little bit more or whatever. And it looked like it, so I figured we'd get the guys out here to give me the full lowdown.
Pretty much only two culprits to something like this would be coyote or mountain lion. Bobcat's not going to take something down that big.
But it went obviously for the neck.
Right. And that's one way to tell. The coyotes will usually kind of hamstring them in the back.
Yeah.
And they'll usually eat the rear end out first. Yeah, when you're giving permits for mountain lions, you do have to be careful because some people want to just go out and shoot a mountain lion. That's why they make us go out and verify that the damage was done by a mountain lion and not just, you know, whatever the person says. There's a puncture right there. See that?
Yeah.
So those are probably the canines right there. Fangs. So most likely clamped down like that.
Right over its trachea.
Yep.
Judging from the distance there are apart too, that's
pretty big.
That's not a bobcat.
No.
I mean, my pinky can fit in that hole.
Yeah, it's a big bite. I'll go ahead and issue a permit for it, and I'll give you the ability to dispatch the mountain lion if it comes back.
He'll come back and gnaw on the carcass a little bit more.
Yeah, if you actually wanted to get it, your best bets would be tonight.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Good.
Appreciate it.
He's got kids. He's mainly worried about his family out here, so the best bet is for him to come out tonight and kind of just sit on the carcass and shoot the mountain lion if he sees it. The odds of that actually happening are probably pretty slim. Well, if you do kill it, we have to pick it up.
Okay. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for calling. Good luck. And yeah, give me a call if you get anything.
Okay, will do.
All right, James.
274 miles northeast.
Yeah, we just got a tip about a large, possibly illegal encampment out in the woods in the National Forest. And we're not sure exactly what it is. A hunter out scouting for deer, stumbled into it, got scared, took off. So we're gonna go sneak in a tactical, covert manner. And from what the hunter saw, it looks like it's either a permanent or a semi-permanent encampment. So it looks like people are living there currently, but you can't have a permanent encampment in National Forest property. So it's pretty weird because you have no idea what it could be. So see if we can get some eyes on, see what we're dealing with, and then go from there.
Uncertain of what lies ahead, Kroll calls in a local sheriff's deputy for backup.
This camp is gonna be on that hillside directly across this ravine. So we're gonna need to move real slowly and quietly through here and watch over there because we don't want to get seen.
Deputy Doring spots the camp.
Oh yeah, you can see it right there.
Which is barely visible in the dense forest.
So the chance of them having guns in camp, not only to protect whatever they got going on, or for poaching or whatever, but also for bear protection is gonna be high. You'll see like brown tarps and green corrugated metal. You can see the walls and a little roof. Yeah, they're trying to get camouflage. They're using all muted natural colors. So the whole reasoning for it is so it won't be seen from a helicopter. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hop around them, get up on top, and slowly come back down on them, and hopefully sneak right up on them if they're there. really close. You gotta be careful of tripwire, snares. A lot of grows will have like a wire, maybe this high off the ground, right around camp that you can't see. When you come in, that guy will go running. You chase her down, you're not careful, you'll get clothesline right at the neck. We don't see any movement, but it's not to say that they haven't been working all day and they're in their den, somewhere down in the hooch. Hey, we'll go real slow. Ready? Easy, let's go. If it is a serious operation, they could have a spotter on the hill. By the looks of it, it could be a structure containing a meth lab. He should be less than 50 yards from the camp now. He's moving closer. Holy crap.
Plumas National Forest.
Hey, come on out, I need to talk to you.
Warden Kyle Kroll and a local sheriff's deputy stake out an illegal encampment.
He's moving closer. There's a couch down there. A whole bunch of material. Holy crap. It's clear. It's almost like someone's living up here, but there's nothing, no sign of anyone around. Here you go, so I don't walk off with this. Pretty crazy, dude. What do you think? Do you see a couch inside there? Yeah, how the hell did they get that up here? I have no idea. See any plants or anything?
No, nothing. Unless they're down there in the waterway.
Yeah. So you see any trails going down there?
Not really.
I'll take the dog in there and see if we can sniff around a little bit.
With no signs of a drug or poaching operation, Kroll and K9 Buck enter the structure to investigate.
This is weird. It's a full-on camp out here. Pump pellet air pistol. What do you got, Kyle? Just a lot of weird tweaker. I mean, it's just a freaking heck of a little hooch encampment.
Yummy. Fermenting macaroni and cheese.
Drug some full hot dogs in up here?
A leather sofa, a bed. How the hell did they get all this stuff up here?
What about that backpack?
Boss, you got the suspect right here.
It's a high school ID card. Looks like it's kids. We're able to find an ID of one of them. It's not what we thought it could have been, but we always got to check out every call. You know, you can never let your guard down. There's the high probability this is something much larger. Looks like they're living up here. Look at this. Look at this crap, dude. Throwing their freaking cigarette butts all over the place. There's freaking cans everywhere. The bears eating out of their garbage. Oh, see here, prime example right here. See all this bear crap right here? Probably from this morning. It's still practically steaming. So basically by these guys being careless and reckless like this, you know, they're gonna kill a bear, whether they know it or not. On top of that, this whole camp is strewn with cigarette butts
And with these dry pine needles all over the place and all the dead wood around here, it's a tinderbox out here right now. It's late summer. You know, one careless match, one careless cigarette butt could easily start a large-scale forest fire and possibly put hundreds of homes and lives at stake. So, I mean, these guys are screwing up on multiple levels here.
I'm really surprised that they're not growing dope up here. Hell of surprised.
With the suspect's ID in hand, Kroll wastes no time tracking him down.
We're gonna roll by one of the possible suspects' houses. Went ahead and ran them in their system and got a history. Something to do with vandalizing a creek. He was arrested for that a couple of years back. So it's not his first time with trashing the environment.
We need to talk to Charles. Charles? Charles, go ahead and step out here for me. All right, you guys got any guns in the rig here? No? All right. You do? Okay. Let's go ahead and walk back to the rig. What's your preference in beer?
Why? Beer.
What's that?
It's beer.
Okay.
How old are you?
I am not intoxicated right now.
How old are you?
17.
17? You're not even an adult.
17, you still going to school?
Going to the Marines.
Oh, you're going to the Marines. Excellent. All right. Set bottle there?
Yeah.
Okay. You think that might be one of the reasons we're here with you? Okay. You know about the camp up on the hill?
Yeah.
Okay. And those are your beers there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we're getting somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome. Plain simple, dude. Tell the truth.
Okay. Perfect. Well, we're going to get along great.
I've had like 1 or 2 run-ins with ball, and I learned from it. Like, I don't like it. I try to stay good.
Good. What were those two?
It was graffiti or whatever you call it. Vandalism.
Poured up on the hill. So you have something to do with that?
Yes, sir. I'm a country boy. I cook my beans up there, and I cook hot dogs. That's it.
Okay.
Better than sitting in a trailer watching TV.
All the littering is up there. All the cigarette butts are all over the place. The fire up there, the illegal encampment. Basically, that could all be cited in the federal court. That's some pretty serious fines right there for all that stuff. That hillside catching on fire, the last thing you want is felony arson under your belt.
Yeah, and
if
I
it burns a
thought
house,
about
you're
that
going to be working for the rest of
time.
your life after you get out of prison. You're going to be working for the rest of your life to pay that off. So we got a couple options. We can go up there, I can make sure you clean it up, or you can get tickets for it. So which one would you rather do?
I'd rather go up there and clean it up.
Okay.
Sir.
All right, so basically the only reason I'm cutting your break is because you got the rest of your life ahead of you, and you're planning on getting in the military. Okay, so this is your one get out of jail free card.
You
And you
bring
won't
my
get-
2 friends that built it and helped clean up.
That
So
sounds
y'all
good.
have less work.
That sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Okay.
I'll be there.
This is his freaking one and only break.
Well, hopefully he'll show up.
Santa Clara, California.
Hey, John, copy.
Following up on the permitted killing of a mountain lion,
So just got a call from our landowner.
Warden Quintal contacts Lieutenant Norris and his rookie partner.
Apollo is 6 months old now. She got certified, went through her testing, training. She can now ride with me and start working as a canine partner. Apollo has a very good nose because she's a Labrador, and they have an innate ability to be great scent detectors. They can find things that guys want to poach and hide from me, or weapons that are dumped, or marijuana fields that are ahead of the team, and she can alert on them and keep us all safe. So just getting to a carcass, smelling it, will be good for her. To just get some exposure to what a lion smells like. Come on, baby. Let's go. Good girl. Good girl.
Hey, so you got him?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know the history about the goat, right?
Yeah.
Night before last.
Yep, for sure.
I just sat here last night with a shotgun at 10 o'clock. I saw it like a black silhouette. It looked like it filled between posts, like 8 foot tip to tail. And took a shot, I hit him, and he took off running. So I took a second shot at him about this angle, and then he ran from there, and I took another shot at him right there. I was amazed I got 3 shots.
Yeah.
But there's blood. You can see the blood spatter where I hit him, so I know I hit him at least 2. After I hit him here, he let out a big old scream and just took off down in the creek. You got that one, the blood over here. I don't know if she's a scent dog. If you want to.
Yeah, let's give her a little scent. Whoa, what do you smell? Look, smell? Right there. There you go. This is Apollo's first exposure to haven't even had a roadkill that she's been able to smell, so it's always good for a future detection animal to get a smell and see that. She's never even seen a lion.
It's right there.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's definitely a mature cat. Study cat, collared on. And this could very well be a cat that's out of the Santa Cruz study group. Come on, get a smell. Get a smell. There you go. Smell that? It's kind of a special cat. These collars are telling us exactly where they're at and when they stop to feed, where they hover for a few days before they move on, how long their perimeters are. These cats, some of these cats are going 70, 80, 150 miles.
How many times did you shoot it?
3.
There's one, definitely.
There's one in the neck and then a through and through on the torso, or on the shoulder there.
Yeah, Tyson Isle.
Look at that.
So, you look at the claws on this animal that can take a deer down in a swipe, but they get in areas like this, close to urban environments where you don't have a lot of deer, and they're gonna prey upon a target of opportunity to feed, and they have to feed every few days. In this case, goats, domestic sheep, llamas. We've seen them take down horses before. No one in this area want to have to shoot them outline for any reason, but when you have legitimate livestock loss and or potential public safety under the fish and game laws, that's when a legitimate depredation needs to happen. In California, as we develop more and more, we're constantly losing wildlife habitat. You know, it just shows what encroachment means for any wildlife animal species, whether it's a predator like a mountain lion or others. So this was a real eye-opener and what can happen.
Back in Plumas County.
Let's get this down the mountain.
We thought we were getting into a possible marijuana grow or a meth lab, and turned out it was these kids had made a big camp up here, a legal camp up on the hill. So they're gonna haul everything back out of the hills. Nothing wrong with kids having a fort, but this is going to the next step. I was thinking about jumping in there and helping, but this is just making amends, cleaning up the mess, taking care of it. They're young, they got their whole life ahead of them. If this can educate them and prevent them from trashing the environment in the future, then I'm totally good with that. Sometimes making things right is better than having somebody pay a fine now. It's just the way it goes.